Yes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. So the party has had their expedition. They've trained the former crow's nest boy. You've gotten the materials you need. You've learned some new spells. Were there more spell learning that you wanted to do, MrMouton?
Yeah. We got a few extra days here, so I'm gonna do this is for repel water. I want
Before you make your
Yeah.
roll, how many spells can you learn of any given level?
I don't remember. But
What's your spell
I
cap?
don't Oh wait,
It's a
that
lot.
should be on my sheet. 18 spells per level.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Now we're good right now. So this is the third level spell. Repel water. 3d3 plus. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna go low.
Okay.
We're good.
Repel water.
Question
days.
on mechanics there. If you don't use up all your spell learnings for one level, do you keep them?
Yes. So there are different levels of spells, 1st through 9th, and he can know 18 spells of each spell level. So if he doesn't learn all 18 first level spells at any given time, it's fine. He just has those slots to open up. But once he's maxed out those slots, he's going to have a hard time learning any other first level spells. There are maybe some ways around that max, but then it becomes very expensive and very time consuming. We're talking like weeks or months of in-game, and plus having to furnish a library, which is going to cost you like tens of thousands of gold at the minimum, and yada yada yada. So it gets difficult.
No, cool, thanks.
And I'm also gonna do spider climb. I'm gonna go high on this one. Yeah, that works.
Isn't spider climb enchantment?
No, I don't. think
Alteration. Okay.
so. Yeah, alteration. 1d2.
All right.
Cool.
So
That's enough taste for me.
in the days leading up to when I'm going to get the copper wire, let's make a decision about where we're going to go. So I say, all right, guys, we need to decide. We're getting ready to leave. We're going to pick up the wire that we're getting tomorrow, and then after that we can head out. So our original plan was to head back down south, maybe check in on the goblins, see what's going down around there, maybe check out some of the other islands nearby. But also, Nilram's informed me that for a new spell of his, he needs glass rods. Now, Wiley here can make them, but the equipment we need to find somewhere else. So we've been hatching up a plan. We could head back to Kolrogia, where the dwarf was, and get some made there. And at the same time, once the deal's made, heist, like kill a guy or tie him up and steal the equipment from his own furnace. Now we could do that another day. We could go and check out the goblins now, come back and do that another time, or we could do that. So let's take a vote. What do you say, Noram?
Yeah, fuck the goblins. Let's just go and steal some shit.
All right, Archie.
Going and stealing some shit sounds awesome, but I'll go with the captain.
Okay, and Sail.
I agree. I think we've done enough with the goblins. We let them stew for a while. Plus, there might be a crafter to make the bone discs that I need.
All right, so back to Kolrogia then. Now, remember, we did raise a little bit of trouble the last time we were there, when I looked to Sail and Archie. So likely there's still going to be posters. They're still going to be looking for us. So
Captain, it's fine. We didn't even tell them our real names.
yeah.
I'm gonna offer Archie a fist bump and say we beat that guy up.
Yeah.
But either way, they still have the posters, so we should be careful. So you know where the makeup is. I can help braid your hair. Those of you with long enough locks, and maybe
Archie won't touch his bald head.
change up your
legs.
outfits a little bit or something. Yeah, Archie, not much I can do with that. Even a man blessed with my skills in the hair department, not much I can do.
Because I feel like for Archie, one of the things that stands out is his size, right? Can Nilram make me smaller?
I can make you smaller, but it's also gonna incur penalties to hit and stuff.
And it's not for very long either.
Yeah.
Oh, true. It's for like 20 minutes or something.
It's 25 minutes right now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Maybe get you a hat.
Yeah, I'll wear a hat, I guess.
I'll wear a bandana. I'm sure we can find something.
No.
All right, so tomorrow I'll go and pick up the wire, and we'll leave the day after.
Great. Party
It
relaxes
is decided.
for a while. You've got a cook, so your food is coming along a little bit better. You've got, your merchant man isn't really helping you out with anything at this point in time, but having extra hands around the place is nice. There's some lumber, some chairs can be made, kind of crappy chairs, mostly benches at this point, but the base is coming along. There's furnishings, there's people, there's stories to tell, there's plenty of booze and plenty of food. And so far, no one has tried to escape or fight back or really get anywhere, because where are they going to go? You're on an island. They're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
So as time passes, the party finishes learning their spells, waits for the copper wire to be
We
done.
have some bits of wool in our base. If not, I'm gonna ask the captain when he's on the way. Can you get me 2 pounds of animal fat and some wool? I would like to cast a repel water on my spellbook.
Yeah, we can do that. Wool, animal fat, sure.
Yep.
All right, so the day that I go to pick up the wire, then Neal, I'll try and pick that up as well from the shop.
MrMouton, you
Yes.
do not need to. As you'll notice on the very front of your spell book, I've noted that inscribed on this book are runes of repel water already.
On my old one?
Oh, on your old one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Never mind.
this is on my old one. The new one already has it, but I want to
Yeah.
get it on my old one.
Great.
Can I get that stuff from the shop?
Yes, you can get those things from the shop. Not a problem.
All right, cool. Yeah, so pick up the wire. Obviously, I go back. This was a few days ago now, and drop off all the copper coins to Nightingale.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking 210,000. And I think that, didn't she say that the ship was 12,000 gold to begin with? And we already kind of paid some off.
It was
Yeah.
15,000 already, and you already
Okay,
paid some
alright.
off.
All right, I give it 210,000 copper pieces.
Excellent.
So, well, actually, I'm going to give some silver as well. I'm going to give, so what's that? 2,100 gold. So I'm going to give 9,000 silver as well to make it 3,000. So there's 9,000 left.
So you owe 9,000 now.
Yeah. Cool. All right, and then we can head back to find Starbuck in Wilmington.
Copper wire.
Yeah,
I'm putting
not-
on the ship spell on like the party sheet. Copper wire for Nilrim spell. I'm just gonna put 1. That means 1 casting. It's gonna be on the ship. And do we need this fishing gear on our ship? We don't need 6 of them, right?
Doesn't hurt. Right?
Well, the thing that we need to think about now is like when we put the ship in a bottle, we have to take all the shit off of our ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move. I'll keep 2 fishing gears on our ship,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm gonna move the sulfur over to the at-home base. Fishing. Oh, please don't. Hold on.
Holding.
Fishing gear.
Oh, right. The party sheet tab, they're shared. I clicked it
Yeah.
and it moved. Yeah, my bad.
Nope, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. How much food are we bringing with us on our ship?
Enough. How long's the journey now?
So a while ago, we said you guys had bought food, like you just have a large quantity of supplies.
We had a
didn't
year's worth
really
of food
For 4, yeah.
for
4
4.
people. And some of that, I think, went into the base, so you could eat while you're in the base, and that's going to be eaten through at a slightly higher rate because there's more people there now. But you have plenty of food for now. Why don't one of these days we'll do I'll prepare some like ship resources for us to talk about, and we can do like a little ship resource segment. And for now, we'll just not worry about it.
Okay.
Great.
So remind me, we ended up leaving Starbuck and Wilmington on Kolrogia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we left
Yeah.
him with a donkey.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right. Our party sets sail for Kolrogia, for your former friends, for new supplies. However, it is autumn, and the autumn weather turns foul. The day you set out, the skies are a little dark and a little gray and a little, not so great. But they very quickly turn nasty as a storm ahead is brewing. The clouds above you grow dark. The winds pick up a little bit. They swarm from either direction, for all directions, and lightning breaks out as rain falls. You can still sail, but you're in this nice big open boat, and the problems of the Viking longboat model really come to the forefront here. There's a tarp in here that you can like tack to the sides and kind of hide yourself under, but as long as the tarp is above you, you can't properly get the rowers to spectrally row, and you can't really go anywhere. So it's either sail in the face of the storm, in the face of the wind and the salt and the lightning, or bunker down in your ship and wait out the storm. And what do you do? Are you the sort of people who will brave the elements, or are you the sort of people who are gonna play it safe?
Well, we got the best navigator in the world.
Right. Let's just tie ourselves down and let's fucking go.
Unless it's like completely untenable, and then we will stop. But
Right.
if it feels like this is a storm that a competent navigator could get us through, then we'll keep going.
It'll be a bitch to do, but you can do it. I want seamanship checks from everybody on the boat.
How's Seymour doing in this situation? Is he alright?
Yeah, he just stays kind of low and hides out underneath something that provides a little bit of shelter and keeps it real quiet. He just kind of curls up in the safest, warmest, driest place he can find.
This is where Nick fails his role.
Never.
Oh, Captain.
Called.
Oh, come on.
Captain.
Yeah, but I mean, what am I really doing though? You know.
True.
Wait, I get advantage because of Seymour then, no?
Absolutely not. I think what's happening is you're looking for Seymour at some point in time. Like, the monkey hasn't been seen in 8 hours, and everyone's beginning to wonder if, like, maybe he's been tossed overboard. When Captain John Winters makes his way down the ship in between the spectral rowers, looking underneath planks for Seymour, underneath the benches, lifting up tarps, moving around barrels, an errant wave sends you sailing, Captain. It launches you against the side of the boat, pulling you over to the edge, and I'm going to need you to make me a death saving throw to avoid being swept over the edge and into the ocean.
Keep in mind, I said that we were tied down.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah, tying yourselves to the boat is great.
That it's cringe to tie yourself down. So.
It is cringe.
Okay.
It is, because the ropes can get tied around things. It can get caught around you awkwardly. You could end up in like a far worse situation if the rope like is around your waist and you're getting dragged by the boat backwards. It could be even more deadly than being untied. You will catch yourself on the side of the ship as the waves rock the boat and almost splash you over.
I'm like trying to walk through the boat, like going everywhere. Seymour, where are you, slippery little bastard? Where are you? Like looking under stuff, and then there's just a massive wave, and I just get flung way into the side of the boat. But
yeah,
don't overboard.
The rocking of the boat happens to synergize with when a wave hits, and so the whole thing gets tossed to the side. You end up catching onto one of the oar holes as your legs get swept over, but you can pull yourself back on and back into the boat. You're almost lost. And I'm also going to need a stability check for your ship. This is the first time we're dealing with stability checks on your boat. What is it?
The ship
here?
breaks, you all die. Nice.
What is the seaworthiness of your ship?
Fucking got him. Take that, players.
Right. Your ship has a 16 on its seaworthiness. So, somebody here, roll me a d20 plus 16, and you want to roll a 21 or higher.
Nick, go. You rolled
Me?
low. You're about to roll high. Yeah.
Okay.
You've been rolling low all day.
Easy win.
There you go.
No problem.
You can
Ship's
manage
doing
the
fine.
storm without too much problem. Captain almost gets swept overboard, but you make it through okay. The storm
Monkey's
blows
okay.
itself up. Monkey's okay. Yeah, he'd found a really good spot, like back underneath that. The ship kind of comes up on the front and the back side, and there's a little bit of planking there, so there's like a really dry, cool, dry spot back there for the monkey to hang.
Yeah. Nice.
Storm passes or you sail yourself out of it, or it blows itself out. It's hard to tell in the Dardanelles since everything is sort of one big swirling storm. Is this a storm that encompasses the entire Dardanelles all at once? Is this a localized storm? Is it a patch that moves? We're not sure yet. There's no way to know at this point in time. But you find you are out of it within a day and a half. And I will need a navigation check from our dear navigator to make sure we are not blown off course by the storm.
Easy.
Not a problem. You make your way back to Kolrogia. storm or no storm, and find yourself approaching the island. You can see its crescent-shaped mountain range in the distance, well before the town itself comes into view. What is the approach?
Well,
think
I will
we've-
ask the captain, do we want to use our new... How long do we want to be here? Do we want to use our new tactic of my ship? Keep in mind, each time we do cast this, it'll be 100 gold.
We need to
worth
go and
of
get more copper
materials.
wire each time.
We will need more copper wire each time it gets consumed. However, this would solve our problem of someone stealing our ship, someone seeing our ship, you know? We could dock kind of close by and then get rid of it, and the ship will be with us in a bottle.
And how quick can we make an escape if we need to?
Within, I think it was 5 minutes or something. 1d5, 1d10 minutes.
100 gold pieces is a lot of money.
I nod.
Did we have any trouble on this island last time? We didn't, right? We were able to just
It took
park
us
our-
like days, I think, to cross it, but I don't remember. That might have been a different island.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's 100 gold to protect a ship worth 15,000 gold.
Does it mean we have to make significant money every time we set ashore to cover our costs, though?
Which we're planning to do here. We're going to be robbing the glass blower's shop, and I'll be able to open any chests that need opening.
What do you mean? I opened a chest in the room.
No one
Right?
wags his finger. I have knock now, Captain. Any chest that you can't open, I can open magically.
I suppose you still need me for climbing things, I guess. I laugh it off.
He'll laugh, and he knows that he learned spider climb, but he'll spare you on that for now.
That's nice.
I'll,
Yeah, that's nice.
I'll pat Winters on the back and say, "Don't worry, Captain. You open hearts."
Oh, well, that bit's definitely true. All right, well, at least as a case use, let's do it. I'd like to see how this thing works anyway.
Where are we landing?
So we just need to land near the town, but away from prying eyes, Neal. What are these blue things on the dot on the side here?
Those are the salt mines, the little salt flats that get flooded and then dried out, and then the salt is harvested. So that means everywhere there's one of those blue dots, there's a bunch of towns or little villages and people living.
Yeah, so I think we need to come in then to the right side over here, and we'll walk along the flats, salt flats.
I mean, honest to God, if we're coming all the way over here, then we might as well not even use the ship thing, right?
Well, it's more about being able to make a hasty retreat off the island from any point, right? Rather than have to make a 2-day trek
Oh, I guess
across.
that's true. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, good. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we make land ho. Norm will inform the party that this is going to take 1d4 hours, and basically we need to strip the ship of everything that's not like bolted down and on the ship model. So all of the food needs to be put away and kind of hidden. All of our materials that we don't want to bring with us need to be hidden. So if you want a quick escape,
It's
we will
carry
be
with us.
leaving. We'll be leaving all that shit.
Well, what can't we carry with us? The fishing
The
poles.
fishing gear,
All the shit that's
probably
on the ship, essentially. Like
whatever's on the ship. Yeah.
Well, it's just fishing gear and food.
fishing
your
gear,
food,
food,
bed.
water. There's probably, some bedding stuff. There might be some lights or some torches that are stowed on the ship for potential uses.
Yeah. So look, the plan is we go back to the ship, but if for some reason we can't, it's not the end of the world if we have to leave behind a bit of food and some fishing rods.
Correct. Not this time, but imagine we're like 6 islands deep and we have thousands of gold, but we have
Yeah.
the ship in our pocket, right? Then it's a big deal. But yes.
Yeah.
Just making sure. All right. We will start removing everything from the ship, and I'll roll a d4 for the hours. It takes us 1 hour to remove everything and fit the ship with the copper wire. And Nilrim will cast his spell, Nilrim ship in a bottle. And basically what'll happen is he's going to take his his glass bottle. He's going to put it into the sea next to the ship. And the ship is going to slowly shrink down and sail into the bottle, and then get a little bit bigger inside the bottle, and just sit there in like the ocean inside the bottle, if that makes sense. There's like water in there. No one
I
picks
think
it up,
I look dumbfounded as this happens.
and he will show his friends.
Archie's completely fucking baffled.
I always wondered how they got these things in the bottles, I said, looking at it. Amazing.
Now, if you break it, our ship, I think, is lost forever, or it will just appear there. I'm not 100% sure what the answer is, but I don't want to find out. So he's gonna put it in his.
Archie wants to inspect the bottle because he wants to see if there's tiny versions of us on the ship.
You trust Archie
Nolan
with your
will
bottle?
tell you there aren't tiny versions of us on the ship, and he'll apologize to you, but he doesn't trust your strong arms with the bottle. He doesn't want you to break it because then we would lose everything.
Archie doesn't believe you, and he's also insulted.
He'll hold it and he'll put it up close to your eye, and he'll let you look.
I'll like stare at you through squinted eyes, still not trusting you, and I'll nod.
Norm will put it in his. I don't know. He's probably got like a leather satchel or something.
Probably a good idea to wrap that up.
Yeah.
Some kind of cloth.
Yeah,
That's an impressive spell, no room. Did you invent that yourself?
I did. Kind of a genius.
Don't let it go to your head.
I think it's too late for that sale.
You might be right, Captain.
Norm will wrap it up in a tiny cloth, like his friend said, and
Mhm.
put it in the best place that he thinks possible.
Archie will pull Sail aside and will ask, do you think your friend can do stuff like that? Can make you do stuff like that?
Oh, he can do cooler stuff. I think I can make boats fall under the ocean.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's where he's going to be
Mm.
really cool. I'm really waiting for our first like chance that I get to use that ability. Have you been wearing the thing I made you?
Yeah, I've been wearing it every day.
Has
Looks
he
good
has
on
he
me,
ta-
don't you think?
I think it suits you. Has he talked to you?
I'm Neal, I haven't heard anything, have I?
No.
I haven't heard
No.
anything.
Maybe someday.
Is this a secret conversation? Because I would like one as well if they are going. But
Oh,
if
with
it's-
me, or they haven't, or you mean?
No, I
you
want like a Rohi charm, yeah. But it's all right. I don't
I
impress the
think
issue.
that was a side conversation that you were not
Yeah.
part of,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Idiot.
The party will walk along the salt
I'll lead
flats,
the way.
past
Yeah.
the dwarves and the other wee folk of the area, on the way back to Kolrogia.
Okay, wait. Before we get into the town, I check everyone's disguises. Make sure that they're okay.
Yes, we are properly disguised.
I got my Barchi tattoo, I got my bandana. What else do you need?
Me, Archie? No. My name's Barchi.
Yeah.
It's totally different. Never heard of it.
They don't even rhyme.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? I know I'm insulted.
Okay. Everyone roll me a d20. Whoever rolls the lowest gets to make the charisma check for the party. You guys have barely been to this island. It's not the same as Flotsam Island, so I was only going to ask for one charisma check from one person to see if anyone recognizes you from the posters, from the paintings, from the stories.
I feel like I'm the face of the party. I'm helping with their disguises. I feel like I should get to make the charisma check. Oh no, wait, but it's low charisma we want. I take it
Yeah,
back.
you want to fail the charisma check.
Logic makes no sense. Ignore me.
But you're right. You know, maybe the captain should make the check for the party. So it looks like
a d20.
Well, he rolled a 19 on his d20.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, MrMouton, give us a charisma check.
You know,
It's
not
not going to
bad.
happen right away. You barely passed it. It'll take a little while, but at some point in this town, someone's going to recognize you.
they're
You
gonna
just
get magic
know it.
missile.
So the party makes their way alongside the little salt flats, past the trees and little road, the dwarves on donkeys, people hard working out there with the sweat of their brow. And by the end of the day, you'll make it back into Kolrogia proper, back to the downtown section. The big crescent mountains behind you, the fields behind you. You can hear the sounds of dwarven cursing back and forth. And by following the smoke rising from chimneys, you can sort out where the glass foundries are.
Yeah, well, we want to go to Wilmington's house. But I think, you know, in the interest of not being found, I think it makes sense for us to not all be walking around as a group of 4. But for the sense of, like, you know, RPing, don't want to just do everything myself. But I think we just, like, maybe when we're walking through the streets, you know, don't all walk next to each other, basically.
Okay.
Because the one post is like for 4 people, right? And we all look vaguely like it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they don't look exactly like, but if they all look sort of vaguely similar and it's a group of 4, I think people are going to get suspicious. It's better to just not be seen in the group if we can avoid it.
Right. Run from the little wee folk, 0th level fighters of this town. Hide.
Yeah.
Be afraid of the White Prince. That's exactly what I want from you.
Oh, yeah, I'm scared, yeah. But anyway, I end up in front of Wilmington's house and confidently knock on the door.
Wait, why are we going there and not just to the glass place?
Because I'm going to ask him who the best guy to...
You're going to ask
Screw
the
it,
guy who we threatened to kill. Well, no. Nilram would stop you before you even got there.
Okay.
You're going to ask the guy we threatened to kill, who we're not on good terms with,
I
who the
believe
best
we left.
glassblower is?
I thought we left on pretty good terms.
Captain, I threatened to kill this entire town for the magical items. We are not on good terms with them. They hate us. Now, you will make the final call, but this is asinine and crazy to want to go back there and talk to him.
You know, I don't know. I felt like we were getting on okay. What do you guys think? Do you feel like we left this guy on good terms, or am I off the mark here?
Well, what did we do again? We dragged him out into the desert and made him ride a donkey to go home.
Yeah, we almost killed one of them, but we did nurse him back to health at the same time.
And then
Yeah,
we stole
these
all
guys-
of their magical items.
That's true. Unless we're bringing like some sick ass gift for them, they're not happy with us.
Captain,
All
this
right,
is
fine.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just ask on the street.
All right, okay, fine. Let's go to the glass area or whatever.
Sure, you can come to one of many glass forges around here. They all seem
Yeah.
more or less the same to you. You know, this one seems to have a woman's name on the front banner. This one has a man's name on the front banner. That one looks like it's operated by humans. You know, that one over there seems to they all
Dwarves
got a little
make
thing
well.
about them.
Human
Dwarves would
male,
probably-
please.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, that's fine,
I
actually.
feel like a female is more likely to have guards. Maybe the guy thinks he's tough and he won't have any guards, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Exploit the overconfident men. I got you.
I like that.
Right.
That's genius.
Sure enough, you can come to one of these little glass foundries over here. The front of it is nice and open. It's a long rectangular building, and you can see stonework on the ground with sand laid down on it. There's a big furnaces in the back, and there's a group of people near one of them. Someone working a set of bellows, someone else standing near the door with big, thick, heavy gloves. A third person with a long metal pipe just sort of waiting. They see you coming, and they give you the, give us 2 minutes symbol. They yoink something out of the big old furnace, twist it, turn it, blow through the large pipe, and slowly a great vase is formed. Another person grabs out some glass from a different kiln with some tongs and makes a design along it, and it takes, not 2 minutes, but closer to 15 minutes before they're done, and they set the work down. A nice glass vase with a water line all the way around it, and a couple little fishies on the sides that the other workers are still applying as the lead forger comes to you.
I've been leveling up appraising. Can I do an appraising check to see if I think this is super fine work? If he's doing a good
Totally.
job? I don't.
Yeah, give me an appraisal check.
Well, no idea.
Glass is just really not that common. This is a weak area of yours altogether.
True.
Yeah. Anyway, the man comes on over, and he says, welcome to Robbie's Glass Shop. I
Hi
can
there.
blow you if you need.
Nice to meet you, Robbie. A bit forward.
It's an old glass blower's joke. It's fine. Don't worry
Oh.
about it. No one
Well,
ever
there it
laughs,
is,
but
yeah.
I keep using it.
Listen, I got a custom request here. My pockets are full.
Real quick, are we all here? Or
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
think
all
so,
vaguely
yeah.
around. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. All right.
My pockets are full, and my gold is shiny. Perhaps I look over my shoulder. Perhaps we could talk in private.
Is this not private enough for you? It's just you and, your friends.
Captain,
You
are you
know.
gonna get him to blow you? Or are you gonna take him up with his offer?
Wow, we can all come. Depends how good he is, I suppose. No, I mean away from the streets. It's a sensitive matter.
All right. He waves you in and walks carefully around one of these big stone, almost like sandboxes. So you're well within the confines of the foundry. Maybe
Hey, I'm gonna
20 feet from the street.
I take, I fall back a little bit to whisper to the party and say, all right, I'm going to tell him that we're not on good terms with the White Prince. I might even tell him that you're a wizard. I kind of want these guys to be committed to the job here so they don't go to the guards once this is all over. What do you think?
Sure, but I don't think this is going to go well, and when he tries to call for the guards, I'm going to magic missile him. Is that fair?
That's fair. If it all goes wrong, we'll be in and out here in a day. We might be down 10 glass rods, but at least we'll have the stuff if we need.
Hang on a moment. Why are we telling him this?
Because once this is all over, if any survivors, we don't want them to go to the guards, right? He's been making components for wizards. He's going to be cautious about going to the guards about that.
I'll whisper to you. Our captain's crazy. Just let him go.
Okay, we need an escape plan.
We have an escape plan. I tap my pouch with the ship inside.
I'll say okay, Captain. If you think so.
And not. Thanks. All right. I confidently walk back forward to catch up with the guy. So what were you saying this place is? This one's for doing what? I point to one of the tools or something that he's got on the side.
These are
That's for shaping. That's for blowing.
something like that. Close enough. I assume you've got some business, though. You want to discuss something
do.
sensitive?
Yeah. We're looking to get some glass rods made. And I give him a wink.
Glass rods, huh? What sort of glass rods? Curtain rods?
You know, about yay
Normal
big.
step up and show him the exact
Yeah.
dimensions.
He looks at
And look him right in the eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he makes eye contact with you. You stare right back at him. It transpires fairly quickly what's happening.
I say to him, you made these before? Perhaps for, you know, the
I've
guards?
seen them before.
So you understand the need for privacy here?
They're on a list of things that we should report if anyone wants to buy them.
I thought that might be the case, but I heard from good sources that you're a man keeps his ear to the ground and his mouth shut.
Especially if there's enough coin in it.
Exactly, like I said, my pockets are full. My coins are shiny.
Most of the Dardennes tends to abide by the rules set forth, but out here on the rim, we see the White Prince's ships only as often as they come by to pick up salt reserves.
Times are changing, my friend. Some islands down in the south, overrun by goblins, the White Prince didn't even help them. Takes his taxes quick enough, doesn't he?
You the folks that caused that ruckus a couple weeks back? Maybe a month or two ago
Truckus?
now?
I nod.
Truckus was that?
All the bells were blowing, whistles were going, dogs were barking.
There's a
chasing through the night.
misunderstanding with the dwarf. You know what they're like.
He does
Say
know what
one
they're
thing,
like.
make a little short joke here or there, things get out of hand. Short-tempered. I look around, make sure there's no dwarfs in the crew here.
There are. It's run by
Yeah.
a human, but he's got some dwarven assistants.
I'm sorry, it's just a joke. The Jeremy Clarkson defense.
It didn't sound like you were joking, Captain.
Yeah, I can make you your glass rods. As long as I'm not seeing you around this town anymore. I'm not going to be making you things and have, I don't know, stones fall from the sky and destroy my hometown, right? This is a...
I'm done,
Stand-
trust me. Once this deal's done, you won't see us again.
All right. He nods.
I'll
All right.
work.
All right.
I need like maybe 10. I could do, given the circumstances, 50 gold.
For 10?
Yeah.
He thinks to himself.
Since Nilram knows what we're doing, Nilram would be like, Captain, just do it 100 gold. The man obviously needs to be paid well for his time.
I could import them from the Central Rim for that. I'm not paying 100 gold.
No.
Yeah, but if you import them from the Central Rim, someone's going to be asking questions. Shipping glass rods out to the Outer Ring? Where pirates are?
Not with my contacts. Trust me, I already got an offer for 90 gold. I know they're 30 in the open market. I'm sure that's what you charge the White Prince. I can do 50.
I'm gonna have to do this work by myself. Gonna have to send my crew elsewhere. It'll be a lot of work. Now you're here. You want to import them from the Midlands. If you can get a better price, then go for it. Wait your month or two. I could make one of these glass rods in 4 or 5 hours. I could do 2 a day. I could get you your 10 in 5 days. You want to import them? Well, you'll be sitting around wondering when your ship's gonna come in. Is it coming in? Did it sink? Did it get attacked by pirates?
For how about 3 days, Captain?
What are you asking for here? I said 50. What do you want? Don't listen
I want
to him.
100, like your wise man over here said.
This guy here, he doesn't understand the value of money, all right? He's got a book somewhere.
Done.
He seems to be the one for whom these rods are needed. Sounds like he knows best their prices.
I give Neal a look over my shoulder, and I say, all right, well, fine. 80 gold. But I'm paying half now and half when it's delivered.
All right, let's give this guy a morale check.
Are we robbing these guys?
Yeah. But it needs to make it look realistic.
Yeah, true. Okay, that's fine.
He holds his ground real firm. Like, he's like, if I got to send my crew away and make excuses and deal with pirates, 100 gold. I don't get out of bed for that for you all.
You drive a hard bargain, my friend. All right. 40 gold now, 60 on delivery, and I want it delivered at night here.
All right. Can do 2 a
Just
day.
you.
Meet me back here in 5 days, nighttime.
That's it. All right. I reach into my pockets and give this guy 40 gold.
I'll take the 40 gold and shake your hand. Deal's a deal.
All right. I'll see you in 5 days.
Alrighty. He heads back to the rest of his crew. They ask him some questions. He brushes them away and tosses the money on a table and goes back to the first thing he was working on. And you guys can walk out into the town and kill 5 days here in town.
All right. I mean, I guess we haven't been noticed so far, right? So I feel confident in saying, all right, well, we got to waste some time. Looks like our disguises are working. Maybe we should have some R&R, you know?
Well, Captain, I was thinking maybe there is a way we can contact, I think it was Wilmington, was it?
Yeah, the dwarf, yeah.
We could send him a note to meet us in a pub that we're not in and see if he sends the guards down on top of our heads.
Good idea.
like it.
She will
Silent.
suddenly break out in insane laughter. I'll blow you.
That's a good idea, Sale. All right. Can we find a couple of taverns near each other, Neal?
Yeah, you can
Like where
find
we-
a
perhaps we could
corner
see
where there are
one.
2 taverns across the street from one another.
All right. So we go and find a tavern to sit in and have a drink, but I'm going to write a little note for Wilmington. And as I'm writing it, I wonder out loud to Sale. Thing is, though, if he does send the guards on us, he might get the wrong tavern, but they're going to at least know we're here. Remember when they were searching house to house? Maybe it's best we just keep a low profile. Although, remember what Wilmington and Starbucks said last time? Their dealings aren't exactly the right side of the law either. I doubt he's going to get the guards involved.
It's true.
I think you should
we
try
try-
it.
We got anything to
Officially-
offer this guy? Sorry, Sal, go ahead.
I mean, we're here for 5 days. Say if they need help with a heist or something, or some small matter that we could do.
Okay. I'm going to write him a little note, Neal.
Who were a little note?
Yeah. I'm going to write Wilmington a little note.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to write...
Hey, buddy.
What's the name of the cat again? No, I just need to Mamushi. So I write on the note. I trust that Mamushi as well. If the weather's warm, be good to catch up. In town for a few days. Yours truly, Captain.
Okay.
And that night, after I finish at the tavern, I'll go and slide it under his door.
Well, you're at the table writing this note when who should walk into the tavern other than Lord Wilmington and 3 of his comrades? And they walk in and kind of walk right past your table and head over to the bar and have a plop down as you're mid-jotting the note. Your
I
beers
think
come and get
Nilram would
served.
give him a wave. Nilram would just wave at him, I think.
He gives you a what's up look and goes back to his thing at the
good.
bar. And then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, once they're settled, Wilmington makes his way over to your table. Sort of casual, strolling, not a big deal. He plops his hands down on your table, comes up to his chest height or something and leans in and goes, well, if the boys aren't back in town.
Good to see you again, Wilmington.
Wish
Trust
I
that
could
the
say the
cat's well.
same.
My captain was just writing a love note to you.
Yeah.
Well,
Forget about
stroke
that, though.
my
I
beard
scrunch
and
up.
call me a miner.
How's Starbuck?
None of your business. What's your business,
well.
though? What are you in
You know,
town
we're just-
for? Are you here to burn my house down? You gonna kick me in the
we've got
balls?
I've got no business with you, Wilmington. You're a good lad. Listen, I feel awful terrible about what happened last time.
He looks over at Archie and Sale, who haven't said anything yet, and gives them a slight nod.
It's a
God, I
messy
love
business.
dwarves. Dwarves just get it, Captain. You see?
They get it. And, we're going to be in town for a few days, Wilmington. Keeping a low profile, of course. But, I'm looking to make amends. So if there is anything you need while we're out here, we've got some time to kill. You let us know. We'll be in here.
Well, let me just tell you that amends, without you understanding, have already been half made. That
They have.
that stunt you pulled, pulling all the soldiers out from the port, having them search the whole island looking for the pirates. It left so very few people on their assault ship out there. It's an easy target.
You didn't carry out without us, did you?
Of course.
I give Nilram a look. Gods be damned. How much did you make?
Easy mark. Well, it appears Starbucks dwarven ain't so good. He heard 10 tons of salt, 100 tons of salt. Because in dwarven, you
lying.
say, you announce each 0 at the end of the number. So, sucker just
Right.
missed his numbers.
Well, I was going to buy you a drink, Wilmington, but seems like maybe you owe us one.
He rubs his jaw. You still beat the shit out of me. He rubs his chest, and I feel like I had many holes all the way through my body.
Keep in mind, we can do that again.
Hey,
Wait,
no, there's no need for that. You know what old friends are like, Wilmington. Get a disagreement about a girl or about some coins. Things come to blows. Can sit and have a drink together afterwards. Make up. That's just what it is to be men or dwarves.
He shuffles around in his pockets and pulls out like a full bag of money. And so just sets it down on your table with like a clink. Listen here, lads. I'm going to buy something off of you. I'm going to buy your lives right now. This money here, this money is me showing you we don't have a problem. And I'm not going to come after you. This money is you saying you don't have a problem with me. We're going to go our separate ways. Water under the bridge. We're not going to have a problem. He points at Nilram. You're not going to threaten my life anymore. This money here buys all of our happiness and all of our silence on all of our things.
I take the bag and take a little look inside.
That glitters with golden coins.
Are we talking like hundreds?
No, a bag
Dozens?
can contain
Like
up to
50.
50. Yeah,
50 gold. Okay.
up to 50, yeah.
They close the bag and say, "You know what, Wilmington? I ain't got any problem with you at all. Nice doing business with you."
Good,
I know.
good. You
Offer a
run your
handshake.
stuff, I run my stuff. We keep our business separate.
Perfect. All right. Well, enjoy your night.
He gives you a wave, heads back to the bar with his other companions, flops down, and continues to drink. You can add 48 gold to your batch. He had already pulled out a few to pay for some drinks.
Absolutely. Amazing. Okay.
I'll talk to the captain. Well, captain, if it was 100
Yes.
tons, surely. Well, we gave him our word. Never mind. I changed my mind.
Let sleeping dogs lie now. I think we've done good out of this. I thought we were going to have to pay him, not the other way around.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Cheers. All right. Well, drinks are on Wilmington. And I'll go to the bar and, we'll get smashed.
Okay. How you guys just gonna kill it in town for a few days?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
I'll play Knuckles with Archie. Invite him. See how.
Oh my
bad
god,
he
that's not a game I would want to play against Archie.
Yeah.
Do you ever play that game Slaps when you were a kid in school? So it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
You have to
Like
put your hands out
quarters.
like that, and you have to.
I'll invite Archie if he's up for it.
How does one play Knuckles for our uninformed viewers?
It's when you're drunk and you hold out your hand like this, and the other person uses their knuckles to hit your knuckles as hard as they can, and the first person to quit loses.
That's a terrible game to play with Archie. What are you doing?
Archie.
We played it as kids, so you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
need your hand, dude.
Did you have any friends that were like 6'6" and built like a brick shithouse?
All right, you guys can play your Knuckles here.
I want strength and con checks.
Yeah, strength checks for how hard you. So the person who hits makes a strength check. The person who is being hit makes the con check.
Hell yeah.
And the con check must outperform the strength check, else you fail.
No. Every one above 21 on the strength check should be a negative on the con check.
It's the same
That the
thing.
other person has to make. Okay, I guess it is, yeah.
True.
True.
Wait, is Archie down to play? Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Is Archie down
That's
to hit
it.
something? I don't know.
Yeah.
So Archie, give me a strength check. You're opening.
Oh dear.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And Sale, give me the con check.
He's holding back. He's holding back.
Oh my god.
So Archie's like, wham, right into your fist, and just like almost breaks. You know, the pain shoots all the way up your arm. You can't help but drop to your forearm on the table. Your eyes are clearly
my God.
watering. It's over in one round.
Well, that was a short game.
I'm gonna cry a little bit in pain.
I'll pet your head.
And say, Jesus, Archie, I knew you were strong, but I didn't know you were like break my hand in one hit strong.
Sale.
I
Do you not remember when you just beat a dinosaur to death last week?
I'll like hold up my drink and be like, it's a good point. It's a good point. I might be drunk right now.
You might be.
Are we in the Noble Tavern, the fancy one?
No, this was just a regular old street tavern where you wanted two that were next to each other. So here
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
fun.
Low Dirty Dives.
Cool.
Great. And you guys can just kick it in town. Now, knowing you four characters, I feel like there is some sort of stay out of trouble role that needs to be made. Because y'all tend to just get yourselves into trouble in some
Cause
way, shape, or
problems, yeah.
form. So can I get a wisdom willpower check from everyone in the party? See how well you can keep a low profile.
Oh, God.
Mr.
Well,
Moon rolls a natural
he'd be-
one,
He'd be the one.
and Archie also fails. So,
I'll
Sale.
do what I was gonna do if you're cool with it.
Oh.
Nilram gets up. He's gonna mosey on over to the Noble Tavern. Yeah, can you get in?
You arrive at the fancy, noble-looking tavern. The bouncer outside regards you coolly. Takes a look at your clothing. Tell me how you're dressed, Mr. Mooton, because you were at that
Nilram's in
storm
like a
at
pretty
sea.
decent robe, I would assume. That's kind of what he wears. Is like a nice, sadly orange robe because that's what his character has on. But he also wears a very nice sombrero from
Right.
the Bard.
But you
who
were
he-
just in a storm yesterday, and then you spent all day today walking, like, 20
Oh, was that yesterday? I
miles
thought
through
it
the
was a few days ago.
dust. Maybe it was like a day or two ago, but
Day
your
or two
clothes
ago.
were like very recently wetted and only dried on you, so they're like wrinkled. And then you're also dusty from the road that you walked from where you parked the ship back into town.
Nilram's looking a little dusty.
Yeah, so I think the bouncer looks you up and down and points a thumb behind him and says, "Servant's entrance is round back if you're here to make a delivery."
Nilram will pull a bag of coins off of his hip, show it's glinting with just gold, 50.
If you're here to pay a debt, you can pay it around back, he says, holding firm about the classist nature of this building.
This reminds me so much of a couple of weeks ago when I was out in town with some friends and I couldn't get into a bar because I was wearing sweatpants.
Really?
Oh, buddy.
And I offered the guy like $50 and he still sent me away.
Nilram will pull out he'll pull out 5 gold. And he'll put it in the guy's hand and say, "Please, sir, I'm very thirsty today."
Thank you. There is a well in town next to the fountain over yonder.
How does magic missile? How does it look to onlookers or to Is it like a big casting? It's verbal and somatic,
Has
and
a
it's
casting
a one
time
casting
of
time.
1, so it's
should be
pretty
quick.
fucking short, but it is still long enough that you can be interrupted, that there's opportunities for people to mess with you, especially when you're at like face-to-face range. If he understands that you're about to cast a spell, he could easily interrupt it. We would just roll d10s. You'd roll a d10 plus 1. He'd roll a d10
I would want a
plus
surprise
2.
check as well, right?
He would
him?
have to know that you were casting a spell.
Okay,
But
well,
I think
I
spell
rolled a
casting is
1.
sort of...
I rolled a 1 on my wisdom check. I feel like this is, Nilram just got jacked 5 gold, and this guy's really pissing him off, so there you go.
Initiative 9. Let me see. How likely is this guy to realize that someone might be casting a spell, or think that maybe someone's trying to fake a spell, right? Someone shows up, some dirty looking guy in orange robes covered with dust, and he's like, starts acting like he's casting a spell. It's probably just some kid dicking around.
Probably just
On the
some
other
crazy
hand,
guy.
there were some pirates here a month ago, and they did cast spells. Right, there were holes found in people's bodies that were magically oriented, and there have been spell-casting pirates around. I don't know. We're gonna leave this up to a die roll for whether or not he takes your spell-casting seriously. He does not take your spell-casting seriously. So you step back and you start like waving your hands and speaking the words, and he gives you the plain dead eyes of like, yes, child, you're doing things, but I'm not really acknowledging your existence.
Yep.
Woo. And you poke 3 holes in his body.
Well, I don't think it actually does holes of like blood. It's just force damage, so it should just be like boom, 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 like you got punched really hard. I would assume.
I
But do you
think
think
they're
it-
like actual like darts.
They're
Like
actual?
not well, maybe
Okay.
not physical darts, but like they are. It is force magic. It rips into your body.
Okay.
And so he like falls backwards against the banister and slumps down, blood leaking from his mouth as he like coughs up his last few breaths, and then lays still.
Nilram will take his gold and walk inside.
You know you've only got a few minutes in here until someone notices. It's the Noble Tavern, so there's a lot less foot traffic coming in. Maybe you got 10 minutes. Maybe you got like an hour. Maybe it's only 2 minutes. But at some point, someone's going to see the dead guy outside.
Yeah, that's
but you
fine.
come in.
Nilram didn't do it.
Yeah, it's a nice tavern. Everyone is like wearing really good clothes. People are in like tuxedos or ball gowns. They've got like the ladies have nice white gloves on with lace around the collar, or not collar, the entry point of the glove, whatever it's called. A bartender walks over with a silver platter in one hand and a couple drinks on it, gives you an up and down look, but you're in here, so you must belong. What can I get you for you, my lord?
One of your stouts, please. Dwarven, preferably.
Of course, sir.
And where's your bathroom?
He whirls and points to the far end of the bar. There's like a little door over there.
Cool. Basically, what Nilram's planning on doing is he knows that this is probably going to end poorly. So he's going to drink his drink. Then he's going to go to the bathroom and he's going to cast Rope Trick. And he's just going to go up in there for a little bit.
Bathroom is small, right? It's like an outhouse it's like a non-handicap accessible outhouse that you might find. So it's really just got room to step in, and like there's a little toilet. It drops down to the lower floor below, There's a bit of a stench coming up from it, and there's not much room in here. So you can cast Rope Trick, but you'd be directly above the toilet. So if anyone sits and looks up, they would look up into your portable hole.
And they actually see into the portable hole? I think
it's a two-way direction. I don't think is there a closing? Maybe.
Well, I just didn't think people could like look up and see it, because then it
there's
kind
a
of becomes...
window. The rope can be taken to that extra dimensional space if fewer than 8 persons have climbed in it. Otherwise, it simply hangs in the air. Spells cannot be cast across it. Those in the extra dimensional space can see out as if there was a 3x5 window centered on the rope. Ooh, is it a one-way
That makes it
viewing
seem
portal?
like it's a one-way, right? Those inside. Because otherwise, it's,
I do believe it is a one-way viewing portal. Okay.
That's what we're going to do then.
Yeah. So you
He'll finish
crouch.
his drink, he'll put, gold on the table and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He'll wait. Does he hear any ruckus, commotion? Wait like 5 minutes and then he'll cast it if he doesn't hear anything.
Yeah, you're in the bathroom. 5 minutes passes. Nothing goes down.
I go up.
You go up in the rope trick. Maybe like 15 minutes later, there comes like a knocking at the door.
I would have left the door open, so I wouldn't have locked it behind me, if that makes sense.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a
So
knock,
somebody can just come in, yeah.
and a knock, and a third knock, and then the door opens, and someone looks around, and a middle-aged woman of fancy quality strides into the room, and one of her friends comes in to help her like undo the extensive bindings that like hold her dress on, and then the friend steps out for a moment. The
Keys, sorry, not keys. Rings. Does she have noble pieces of jewelry on her?
Oh yeah, she's got these like fancy earrings that dangle down. She's got like a couple of rings on each finger. She's got a little like a hairpin that seems to be made out of gold or some sort of brass that has like a monkey's face on it and 2 little gemstones for eyes. She's got all sorts of fancy gear on her.
Okay, hear me out. Do I think that I could unenlarge someone by 50%, and would they fit down the poop hole or no?
What the fuck is going on?
about?
If you reduce someone by
questioning.
50%, it would be an easy task to shove them down the poop hole, down a full floor, down into the latrine area dug into the ground. It's maybe like a 15-foot drop-ish, maybe more,
it'd be a
into a
D6.
pile of poo.
No one's going to notice the smell either. That's great.
Okay. Now, I need to know, I will be able to go back in my portable hole, correct?
Oh, it stays, yeah.
Okay, Nilrim. This is quick, because enlarge is a casting time of
You
1
can't
second.
cast spells
No one-
across the distance, though.
That's
you
correct.
have to be
He can-
outside.
He can, like, you should be able to reach out, right?
You want to reach out and touch her?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: you
Let's
need to
start
be,
running this, yeah.
you need to cast the spell. It can't be cast across the extra dimensional space.
So Nilrim would need his head out.
At the very, the magic flows through your whole body. You are the instrument of magic. I think you must be fully outside, probably, to get this across.
Okay.
The magic comes, it boils in your blood. You
I'll
are
handle
a
that.
semi-magical being. You need to be on the outside.
Nilrim pulls it as... Now, I rolled a 1,
What's
and
that?
Nilrim is just crazy, okay? I'm sorry. This should be fine. Nilrim jumps out with the dagger in his hand, and he puts it immediately to the lady's throat. He should know exactly where she is because he sees her.
Yeah, you're
Dagger
looking
in
at
hand,
her.
And he puts hand over as well, her mouth.
There's 2 of them though, right?
No. The
One
one helps.
stepped out.
There's
Oh,
not
she
enough
left,
room in
okay.
here for both people to coexist, but they helped with the fastenings.
Yep.
So you're gonna drop out of the portable hole, like onto her while she's sitting,
Yeah.
and like cover
Hand
the
over
mouth
mouth.
with dagger to the throat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need from you someone that's not MrMouton. Tell me what he needs to do. What sort of check is appropriate to get into this position seamlessly? Archie, Sale, what do you think?
Intelligent.
Yeah, you need to
Yes,
check to see if
man.
This is a terrible.
You guys are the
terrible thing to
worst.
do.
I would say, what do you think? Int Dex, both?
I say an attack roll with surprise and back attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That could
Okay.
work well.
All right. Give me an attack roll. Her AC is normally 10 under the conditions of surprise, and you're dropping down on her. You'll have a +4 to hit. So roll me a 6 or better.
He's going to be
as an
using the
attack
guard's
roll.
dagger. It is his lucky weapon.
Oh, that is exactly the number you needed. Exactly the number.
He's a level 5 wizard. He must have Thaco.
He drops down onto her. It doesn't matter for right now. We'll worry about it
I
later.
haven't updated it.
You land on the woman, like straddling her as she straddles the seat. Your left hand over her mouth. Your right hand a dagger to her throat. Her eyes go wide. She tries to let her to scream, but you can like push her back against the wall and muffle
gonna
the
whisper.
sound.
If you don't want to die, take off your jewelry, take off your gems, put them next to the privy, and everything will be okay.
She immediately complies. There's a bit of like shrieking and a little bit of a struggle, but then the hands go to the earrings and then she just like drops them to the ground. She strips off the gloves very quickly, drops them to the ground, pulls out the hairpin, drops it to the ground. Her eyes are wide with fear and terror.
Nilrim will whisper to her, "Don't tell my captain, but I broke a promise," and he'll slit her throat, reduce her size, and send her down the privy.
All right.
Jesus.
We're gonna roll her HP over here. A fancy noble lady who has never really done a day of work in her life. She'd only have D6 hit points.
Okay.
She's only got 2. Is this a +1? No, this is a regular dagger.
Thankfully, it's a regular dagger. I would argue that I think that it's compromising enough that I thought this would be an insta-kill.
It's probably, with 2 HP, it's probably not going to... There's a...
Because he has her fully complying. It's to the throat.
Yeah, no, there's a ruling in here. When you have your opponent covered...
I might get pluses because I'm level 5 wizard. I didn't know that wizards got that. Can we check, Nick?
You get a +1.
Oh,
I think it's
+1 to hit and damage?
No, just to hit.
Oh.
I think if you're covering with melee, it's +2 to hit and crit on 16. I think you gave us it in handouts.
Oh, that sounds super... Yeah. As with bows and crossbows, covering character automatically wins initiative against her target and attack in the very fast phase, or doesn't matter. You get a +2 hit and the crit drops to 16. So make me an attack roll at +2 on top of your normal bonuses, and you crit on 16s or higher if you clear by 5. So a regular...
Oh.
Yeah. So you say these things, and she tries to like shove you off of her. Her 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna do the 1 damage because you get the 2 for cover, and her AC is super low at the moment. So you will still do the damage, but the dagger goes across her throat just as her hand pushes against the blade, and you end up slicing her throat a little bit and her hands a whole lot bit.
Initiative?
And yeah, we can roll initiative, but there will be a blood-curdling scream that comes out in the process.
There's no chance to get her before that?
Yeah, because it's, she pushes against you, and it's it's okay. The door's
locked.
The door's locked. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
She gets a 10. You get a 6. And I don't think you cannot. I mean, you'd have to roll really badly again. Yeah, she's done. She's done. The jewelry's on the floor. Very quickly, tap, tap, tap comes across the room, and a knock at the bathroom door. Milady, are you okay? Milady? Milady?
Nilrim will do...
Lady Seltzer, are you okay?
Yes, hold on. Nilrim will do his
Nilrim's
best.
You've got to do. You've got to
He
do.
will do his best female voice.
Moon's
And he
got
will
to do his
say,
best female voice.
I will.
Yep.
He'll say, "Spider!" And then he will cast Reduce on her.
Mm-hmm. She
Which was a
slips
3
into the
initiative.
toilet,
He will
legs folding
grab
backwards.
the gems, put them in his bag, and up the rope trick. Or he'll, just go. I'm trying to think if he would unlock the door and then go up the rope trick. No, I don't think he would. Yeah, he's just gonna go up the rope trick and hope that we have time. So we'll see.
Very soon, the pounding on the door becomes a little more forceful, and some muffled words from outside, and soon the door opens. The bartender must have brought the spare key, or, found some way to unlock the latch. And stepping into the room as a tall, handsome man with dainty fingers and elegant shoes, and he looks all around. And Lady Seltzer is nowhere to be found. There are gasps. Someone goes to the window and throws it open. There's like a little tiny, window up high to kind of help vent things, and pokes his head out there, whirls back to the other people. The whole bar is up in commotion. So this woman has come in here and gone missing. And then there's another scream from outside. Someone's found the body. Across town. At the other tavern.
Sure, it's nice to just be relaxing.
Remember,
No
we
trouble.
also failed to pass our charisma checks before all shit started.
Mm-hmm. Archie, at some point in the 5 days, you are also going to fail to keep your cool. I don't know if that's tonight or another night, but it's going to happen. What is going down at the bar after Nilram leaves?
I feel like me and Sale are just we were drunk as fuck. We're playing Knuckles, and I think maybe Archie just after Sale hurt his hand really badly. He said very loudly, like, "That's why they call me the Crimson Fist."
Oh my god.
I think I spit a bit of my drink out. I'm like leaning back on my chair. I spit, like fall forward on the chair, like look at him wide-eyed, and then like look around the bar.
Eyes have turned to the group. Many people are staring in your direction.
That is not funny, Barchi. Absolutely not funny at all.
Sit down, you fool. You're drunk.
Where's Nilram?
You notice that one of the customers, or a group of customers, like kind of nod in your direction and nudge each other and whisper for a moment, and then get up, leaving their half-finished pints on the table and leave the bar.
There we go. I give Archie a disapproving look and neck my pint and stand up and follow the guy out. Like a few
I like how you
minutes after
finish the
that.
pint first.
Yeah, like I don't know, like 20 seconds after. If I can take a different exit out of the pub, I will.
Yeah. Give me a con check to see if you can neck it quickly, or if it's sort of like foams in your mouth and takes a moment.
I drink it.
Yeah. You do it. You can get it down in one gulp, but it's sort of like a gulp. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, God.
Wow. Nobody finishes pints like he does. Captain John Winters, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll like start clapping and then remember we're supposed to recover.
Mm-hmm. The captain strides out, leaving the two of you in here for a moment. And there are some other glances and looks. And you can see like another group of people on that far side are like pantomiming punching now and looking at you guys. There's definitely some suspicion being thrown your way. Notably, Lord Wilmington and his group have not turned to look at you at all, and they're paying no attention to you whatsoever.
Archie still has no idea that he did anything wrong at this moment. He's drunk as fuck and stupid as fuck.
Dale?
I will watch Captain Winters leave, and I'll turn to Archie. I'll say, should we go with him?
I go wherever John goes. Let's follow him along.
Hey, don't forget your drink, Archie.
Archie will finish his drink.
Give me a con check, Archie.
Easy.
Not even, yeah, so good.
Also.
You down it. The two of you walk outside. Captain Winters is going after this couple of of blokes who left the bar.
Oh, it's a couple of guys.
It's a pair, yeah.
Okay.
And they're walking through the streets. They're headed for, well, at least in the direction of the dock. If not the dock itself, then in that general way.
Yeah. I moved to catch up with them.
I'll give them a check to see if they notice you. Oh, yeah. One of these guys has 17 perception. He's amazing.
Holy
and he rolls
shit.
an 18 on the die.
What the fuck?
Someone happens to throw a look behind them, and there you are, and the two of them break into a run.
All right, wait. How busy is the street are we looking here?
It's late in a small town, so not very busy at all.
So right now, it's just us on the street here.
I mean, when you do the quick glance around after drinking, you don't see anyone. There might be someone, but it's not a busy street.
All right. I take out a dagger and throw it in his back, one of them, and I'm going to sprint after the other one.
Give me a roll to hit.
Back attack?
Back attack, but medium range, so we'll call it a wash.
Any surprise?
No, they saw you and they're trying to run. No surprise.
16
will do it. You strike the random worker in the back. The able-bodied person with 5 HP. He'll take the dagger and the shoulder blade, stumble forward. Does his friend stop and help him out, or does his friend abandon him? Oh, the friend abandons him and leaves him for dead in the dirt and runs ahead.
Shit.
The guy that took the dagger hits the ground, rolls over onto his back, and starts like backpedaling away with one arm and his feet.
I run past him. I'm sprinting after the other guy.
The other guy's sprinting away. Archie and Sale, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, maybe they can deal with that guy.
Did we see which way the captain went?
Oh yeah, he's right there. He just threw a dagger at somebody by the time you guys get out the room. And the person rolls over and still got the dagger in his back, and the captain's running right past him.
Yeah, I'll follow the captain. Not really sure what he's doing, but I assume he's attacking someone, so I'll also try to attack them.
What do you do about the guy who had been attacked, but the captain left behind, and who's like cowering away from you? Yeah. Is he worthy of your attention?
I think so. No.
Let me think.
Archie slows to a stop next to him. It sounds like. Sale?
Would I kill a man down? I don't know.
I'll look at the captain.
His back is to you. Yeah. Oh, the guy's totally not a threat.
I'm sprinting after the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do, Archie? Should we kill him?
No, please don't kill me, he says.
There's Barchi to you, first of all.
That's right, Barchi, you're right. Sorry.
I'll be good. I swear. Please. I have a family.
You've already been naughty.
I have 3 daughters. I'm their only means of support.
This
now they'll have no support. Unless.
Yes? Anything? Money? I have money. He digs his hand into his pocket and like drops like 7 silver coins on the ground next to him.
I like money. I'll bend down and pick it up.
All right, what do you want to do with them though?
How much is 7 silver? Is that enough to save his life?
I'll take it in my hand and count it out. Don't we have like? This is like.
I have more in my house. I have more money.
We give this to Bobby, maybe. It's not really relevant to us, is it?
No, I don't think so. What would the captain do? Oh, the captain would chase the other guy.
Shit.
Yeah, as soon as your attention moves to the other guy and you start like moving in that direction, this guy managed to get to his feet and bolts. Captain, you're running after this other person.
I'm sprinting after him. Yeah.
Give me an opposed strength check to see who can out sprint the other. You will roll a 29.
I'm sorry. What is this guy's stats? Oh right, no. Okay, sorry. I thought he had an 18 strength.
No, he keeps rolling 18.
Yeah. No, this guy is running like the wings of Hermes are upon him.
All right, but if I can't catch him, I'm going to try and throw my second dagger at him.
Yeah,
you have a blow dart.
25.
So you run, but you clearly get the impression that he's gaining on you. You can throw your dagger, but he's at long range now. You can do it. I believe in you.
I can do it. So what am I talking here? It's still back attack.
Yeah, it's going to be a -3 total. Plus your other crap.
All right, so -3 on this. I'm just rolling it normally. Nice.
AC 10. You'll score an 18. You'll hit him square in the back with a dagger. He has 7 hit points. You'll do 3 damage. This guy's not a fighter. He's not meant for combat. When you get hit with a dagger in your back, you typically stumble forward at least a little bit. His run slows. He's not a combat character. He like ends up turning around to face you. Maybe the dagger falls out. Maybe it doesn't. 50-50. High it falls out. The dagger's fallen out of his back, landed on the ground next to him. He puts his hands, one hand in the air, the other hand sort of like as high as he can get it without hurting himself too badly. As he backs away from you.
Rugby tackle him to the ground.
He goes down like a sack of potatoes. I'm so sorry. Don't do it. Please, I go to
reach my dagger, realizing that both of them are in the backs of these fuckers.
I run a small business. Don't do it.
What are you gonna do? You talking to the guards?
Yes, I was gonna tell the guards, but I won't now. I swear. Let me live.
You say you run a business. Take me there now.
Okay.
I grab my dagger off the ground and hold it to his back.
Yeah.
I look over my shoulder and hope to see not a guy with a dagger on his back lying in the middle of the street.
You don't see that.
Okay,
it's not
great.
there. Definitely. Sail and Archie are walking towards you. Yeah.
They're walking towards it.
Yeah. Or jogging towards you. Very quickly, this guy will bring you to his little workshop. What does this guy do for a living? Let's take a look at our job list.
We're taking him home.
Somebody roll me a D70.
I feel good about this, Nick. Can I roll it?
Yeah, go on.
Some of these things we'll have to re-roll because they won't apply, but D73.
I got a 1.
Oh!
No, the 1 is the header entry. That just says job. Job is not a job. You got to roll me a different D71. D73, I mean.
17.
This man is a stonemason here in town.
Good.
Yes. He will bring you to his workshop. This is not a bricklayer stonemason. This is more of someone who is taking the time to take a block of stone and turn it into something that you would add, like maybe the end of a banister, maybe like a little statue of a lion. One of these sorts of stonemasons, a carver, one could say. And he will bring you to the shop. And
is Archie and Sail with me?
He'll catch up with you. Yeah.
Guys, what happened to the other guy?
He paid us money and he ran off.
Where did he go?
Oh, fucking
To get more money from his house, I think.
Oh.
You didn't follow him?
Well,
we're gonna follow you.
We asked what would the captain do, and you were chasing the other guy, so...
I look to the guy. Where does he live?
Oh, the other guy that you've got, the stonemason?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Brandon. He's my brother.
Where does he live?
At his house. It's on the other side of town from here.
Where's his fucking house?
The other side of town from here. We're as far away as possible from it, almost.
That
All right.
sounds likely.
Empty the gold now.
He jingles with some keys at his side, opens the door, stumbles in, wincing from the pain. He'll bring you around to the counter where he pulls out a lockbox, opens it up. He'll empty the lockbox into a nearby bag. Silver, gold, pile out, a little bit of copper as well. No time to count it now.
I take it.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, we'll go and see your brother. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys exit, leaving the door unlocked. Across town you go. Okay, so
just keep in mind, Norum is kind of looking for escape as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so these 2d6s that you've seen me roll here are coordinates, assuming that the town is on a grid that is 6 wide by 6 tall. The first one is Nilrum's place, so you're at coordinates 3-4 on the town. The 5-1 is where the stonemason is. The 1-4 is where the other guy is. So we're gonna have to move. We're not gonna cross the path.
Yeah.
Of the stonemason of the tavern to get to the other guy's house, I don't think.
No. 3-4 is kind of close by though to the 1-4 though.
Mm-hmm. It is a little bit close. It's a few blocks away. You can get to the other guy's house, the brother's house, Jason's
We knock
house.
on the door.
It's very quiet, and then a moment later, a light inside the house goes out.
Light.
Is the door not open?
Can we get
Archie, hold this guy. I pick the lock.
Takes D10 minutes.
It does.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll kind of make sure the back door is covered.
I pass the roll.
Give me a D10.
3 minutes.
Not a problem. The door opens up, and there, In the one room of this one-room house is the man, bleeding. His wife has got a bandage held to his side. He stands in front of his family. Indeed, he does have 3 daughters that he tries to guard with his arms.
All right, I throw the guy that I've had at knife point to the ground, and I turn to Archie and say, make sure no one gets out of that door. Sail, guard the windows.
I guard the door.
I get the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it seems there's been a little bit of a misunderstanding here, guys. You seem like a nice family here. Hate to cause any more trouble.
No misunderstanding. No. I think we understand exactly what's going on. Very cleanly, very well.
Now, you know who we are, right?
No.
Okay.
No. I got drunk and I fell on my steak knife. Bad
But you
day.
do know what we're capable of.
Great.
Last time we were here, the guards were looking for us. They didn't find us.
It really is them.
And we're back here now. So you can go and talk to the guards. They're not going to find us. All that's going to happen is I'm going to come back to this house, and next time I'm going to kill both you and your brother and your pretty wife and these 3 little pretty girls you've got here. Now, no one wants that. I don't need to get my hands dirty with that. So we all understand each other, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said he has money, John. He has money.
The wife speaks
No,
up.
we've been
We've
saving.
saving. You can't take it. We need it.
Keep your gold. We have enough from the other one. Just keep your mouth shut. If this comes back to bite me in the ass, I swear to Christ, I'll kill all of you.
The wife and the brother look to the guy who's on the ground. He says, you gave him everything? The guy on the ground mutters like, what was I gonna do?
How much did they even get?
Yeah. I'll take this moment to look in the bag.
Ah, yes. There is 150 gold, 80 silver, and 33 copper.
All right, I scoop like a handful of coins, getting mostly silver, and I throw it onto the floor in front of them, so you don't starve.
That's rather magnanimous of you, considering the
I know.
circumstances.
I know. I'm a nice guy. Listen, I had no choice.
Yeah, no, you can leave them.
All right.
The family cowers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
leave.
did it. They're scared of him.
How much gold did I get that, Neal? 150 gold?
150 gold. Well, let's say you lost 10, so 140 gold. And there was 80 silver, so we'll call it 60 silver now. And then 33 copper.
Okay.
So back on the other side of town, in the toilet.
Well, nearby.
Right, kind of close.
Pretty close.
Nilrum is in his magic box above the bathroom, and calls have been made, shrieks go out, and very soon guards arrive. The sheriff of the town even arrives, and at no point during this is there like a moment's peace where you could pop out of the thing, right? There's always someone right around the bathroom, or you think maybe they've gone for a moment, but then you can see a foot nearby or a shadow cast by a moving torch. You're pretty much trapped in here.
I have an hour and 15 minutes left, probably.
Oh boy.
This is quite a funny situation you're in.
It's an unlucky one.
Why would you do this, dude?
He rolled a 1. What am I supposed to do?
It's commitment to the
Play the
role play.
character, man.
Love it.
Commitment. I
It's
love it.
brilliant.
I'm going to give the sheriff a quick check. See how good of an investigator he is. He rolls a natural 4, but maybe he'll roll crazy high on his stats. 2 plus 4 plus 6 is a 12, and 4 is a 16. That is not good enough.
Not a good investigator.
He'll check the scene. He'll talk to the locals here. Everyone says she went in. Her friend confirms that she went in, helped her untie her things, and then she disappeared. There
Must have
is
been
the question,
friend.
did she fall through the toilet somehow? It's not designed for someone to fall through, and especially when you've got a big poofy dress on, that gets in the fucking way. But maybe, and so someone will, shine a lantern down into the poop pit below, but she's reduced, and she's reduced for, 25 minutes?
5 rounds per level, so yeah. So
She's
25
reduced
minutes.
for a long time, and falling 15 feet into a pile of goo should, submerge you in it, especially if you're like a small, half-sized person.
Yep.
How tall was this woman? She was 5 feet tall and 109 pounds before you killed her and shrunk
Wow.
her. So she's 2.5 feet tall and 1/8 of 109 pounds. So we'll call it
Allegedly killed her.
yeah.
It's like 15 pounds, more or less.
Yeah. So this small
Yeah.
person just like plopped deep into the poo goo. And no, with that perception check, they don't see her there. It's a mystery what has happened to this. And the rumors quickly spread. You can hear them from your position above the poop hole. You can hear the people talking about the mysterious things that go on. There's those pirates that have been seen around these parts. They do have an unregistered wizard and a heretic cleric among them. Maybe it's the pirates. And someone else is like, no, how could they do that? How could well, there's a dead guy outside, and the sheriff, how's an investigation check on the dead guy? Oh, much better. The sheriff can confirm that the guy outside was killed with magic. Was killed with a magic missile spell. It's got to be the heretic and the renegade wizard. How did they get in here? How did they come in? And that's when someone says, yeah, there was a weird guy in here. I served him. He had an orange cloak. He was dirty. He looks like he had come off the streets. Maybe he killed the guard because he didn't look like he belonged. And pretty quickly, people pieced together that there was a stranger in this building. But the woman's gone, right? She's not dead. She's vanished. And the conclusion they come to is that she must have been kidnapped. She must have been teleported away or dimension doored out or put into a bag of holding and then who knows what.
She's not
gone.
here.
She's not
Shouldn't
here.
there be, like, the room should be covered in blood, right? Where he cut her hand and throat a bit.
You're right, there have been...
He failed his investigation check, though.
He did botch his investigation check, and her hands were mostly bloodied, and then she was gutted, and she's got these...
Nick.
Yeah, she's got a big poofy dress on, so I think most of the blood is on the dress.
Yeah.
If some of it has fallen off to the sides, it must have gotten missed in the dark, in the night.
Thank you, though, Nick.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes a difference, just whether or
No,
not they
yeah.
think kidnapped or murdered.
They think she's been kidnapped. And quickly, that man that came in to check on her was revealed to be her husband, and he starts talking about ransom to the sheriff. What do pirates usually ask for ransom? I can pay it. I'm a noble. I have money. I can pay whatever the ransom is. I need my seltzer back, please. The sheriff shrugs and says, well, ransoms come in at all sorts of things. It depends on the person, but for a woman, noble woman, I can't imagine someone asking for less than 50,000 copper. That seems probably at least in the ballpark of where they would be asking. The guy says that he will, make the funds available, and he's gonna talk to the what do you call him, the Inquisitor down at the dock, and he's gonna ask the sheriff to spread any word, and he'll put word on ships that anyone who knows the ladybouts of Lady Seltzer or can turn her to him, will be granted 50,000 copper in repayment. And in fact, double it, 100,000 copper. I want her back. And slowly, people will, file out of the bar. Everyone goes home for the night. The bar closes for the day. The question is, how long does this all take? Does it take an hour and a half? Or does it take 2 hours? Or does it take half an hour? The sheriff took 50 minutes to arrive and for the investigation to happen. The investigation takes... the investigation only took 10 minutes.
5
That brings us
minutes.
to 60. And then how long did it take for everyone to clear out of the bar? Let's just roll these random dice and find out what that means. 8 and 7 is 15. So an hour and 15 minutes.
That's exactly what I needed, probably.
Holy shit.
What is the actual duration, though?
The actual duration is 20 minutes per spell level.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Your spell level is
140 minutes.
so yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, 100 minutes.
Wait,
an
that's
hour and
100.
40.
It's 100
An hour
minutes.
and
An hour
40.
and 40. Yeah,
Yeah.
she came in like 15 minutes later, and then
Oh,
our
right.
whole thing happened. Yeah.
So it's an hour and a half after the spell goes off that everyone leaves and the bar goes quiet. And you have 10 more minutes.
Yep.
And then
No, I have 5 minutes. Yeah, but yeah,
5 minutes. Oh my god.
it was close.
No.
I guess if no one will peek out, nobody's here.
The door is shut. You haven't heard anyone on the other side of the door for a while, but you did hear everyone shuffle out and go home.
There's a window, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a small window, about yay big. It's just
Oh, fuck. Actually, this doesn't matter. I have knock.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, normal, casually, just walk. He's casual about this. He doesn't care that he just murdered a lady. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He just walks up to the front door, knocks it with his magical spell.
Mm-hmm.
It opens.
Mm-hmm.
He closes it behind him, and he wizard locks it.
I love it.
And then yeah, he'll try to find his homies.
Great.
So I think we've moved bars from the one that they announced our names in. So
Well-
Nilra might not find us.
What you
when
do
we
find.
leave the house, when we
What'd you
leave the
say?
house of the people that we threatened and robbed and stuff, I kind of awkwardly shuffle out as the last person and kind of wave at them and say, "You have a lovely home," and go.
I
They
turn around to the
sit
two
in
of them
stunned
when we get
silence. Yeah.
When we get a few minutes away from the door, I turn to Sel and actually, listen, guys, there's not a lot of rules here. You know, mostly we can do what we want. Remind me again, what was the one rule we had when we were in town?
Keep your promises.
True.
Right, yeah. What was the second rule?
I'm drunk, Captain.
Yeah, well, clearly. Yeah, well, the second rule was keep a low profile. Let's go and get it. You two don't need any more to drink. I could do with several, so let's go find a new tavern.
Just one more?
Just one more, yeah.
Is no one
One more
able to
for
find
you.
them?
I think it will take you a little bit longer to find them, Nilrum, because you head back to the bar that they were at before, and they're not there, and then I think you wander the town a little bit looking for them until you spot them in a bar, like an hour or so later.
If we see him wandering around in the street, we can grab him.
Norm will walk up to the table, place his hands on it like that. He'll open his bag, and he'll just like dump out all of the ladies' shit onto the table and be like, "I got you a nice haul, Captain."
Should I ask?
He shakes his head. You don't want
Fantastic. Well, we've all had an interesting day. Go and get yourself a drink, Nora. At least you seem sober.
to nod.
Are there any
Norm
to drink?
will.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Noam will sit here and he's gonna do an appraisal check and like check what he got.
Totally.
Ooh.
The second appraisal check I've rolled on one on.
So I will take the stuff and put it in my pack. Should I just write Lady Seltzer's jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much are we weighing here?
So Nilrum will value this stuff. There is less than 1 pound. Nilrum,
Okay.
you will value this jewelry just incorrectly.
Yeah.
The earrings you think could probably fetch 10 gold for the set. The rings you think can fetch maybe 3 gold each, and there are 4
You
of
writing this down,
them.
Nick?
Oh. Well, it's wrong, right? So it doesn't matter.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
but
what you'll sell it for, is
This is
essentially
we're
what I'm saying.
This is what we're gonna try and sell it for, I guess.
Yeah, so you'll get
Um,
22 for that, and then the hairpin you will assess at another 3. So we'll call it 25 gold for the loot,
Okay.
is your assessment
Noam
of its
scratches
value.
his head. That was a noble lady. This should be worth way more, but I guess this is what it is.
I mean, I don't have appraisal, but I am a thief. Can I see that that sounds ridiculous or not?
Usually when we sell this stuff, we give it to Lady Nightingale anyways, and she gets it appraised on her own, but this is kind of
That's
what we
true.
think it's worth.
Can I make an unproficient appraisal check?
Well, Nilrum is the expert in the field, right? So it's like me coming up to you and you being like, hey, you know, this biotech, this stock is a piece of shit. And I'm like, really? I invest in stocks a little bit. It looks pretty good to me. You're like, no, this is a piece of shit. The company's gonna fail. Trust me. And I'm like, all right.
Okay.
You know,
All
he's
right,
the
all right.
expert. You got no reason to second guess him.
Okay, well, you know, we've made some money. It's enough to pay for the fucking copper wire. Hopefully we can drink the remainder of the 4 days away before we have to kill some more innocent people.
No one's innocent, Captain.
You are full of wishful thinking tonight, Captain.
Certainly am, yeah. I just want a bit of peace and quiet, so. Sorry, Dara.
Yeah, thanks. Captain Flinters. Wait, what was your secret name?
Oh,
Waterford.
one thing I did hear, Captain, after I threw the lady down the privy, her husband was offering.
Wait, what?
Well, that's
what?
a story for another time. Her husband was offering, I think it was 10,000 copper for her return.
I lean to sail and I say, I think that's a euphemism.
No, 100,000 copper.
That's a lot of copper. But
And on.
unless you've learned to resurrect people. I don't
Well, I'll
suppose
point
we'll
to
be-
the ring. It's a signet ring where they assume their family symbol. We could send them this as proof that we have her.
Tell them to bring the ransom somewhere.
Tell them to bring the ransom in a boat somewhere. Then we lightning bolt the boat.
Take the money and run.
Take the money and run, or take the boat.
All right, we need to organize this for the just after we rob from the glassmith, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's write a letter. So,
The second
I-
letter you wrote tonight, Captain.
yeah, I write a letter with my left hand, like a ransom note, essentially, and I'm gonna say to.
Wait,
meet
Captain, my
us-
writing's really bad. Do you want me to write the note?
Yeah, okay, go on. You write it. Looking at the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say, meet us at sunrise to the east of the most eastern salt flat.
If you want to see your wife again.
If you want to see your wife again, bring
4
the
days
gold.
from now, is it?
Yeah, 4 days. So I organize it so it's like this. So we'll go at night,
Yeah.
heist the glass place, then we'll walk east across the salt flats where the ship is. Hopefully that's where that guy will be.
And
He
we'll
may bring the
explain.
guards, so we need to be ready to fight them.
No. We explain. If you bring the guards, we'll know. We have people on the inside.
Yeah.
Your wife will be killed. So, this is a great idea that you guys have that you're working on.
Yeah.
But if the pirates out here get a reputation for not returning hostages, and this is probably the one in time that you can do this, or maybe you can do it once or twice or 3 times, but if you get the reputation for failing to ransom people back, then people probably won't trust you to ransom them.
That would be if people knew that we were ransoming, but the goal
Yeah,
here
if
is
he's
for him to
dead.
tell no one, and he's going to die as well.
Ah.
Normally, I would agree,
Okay.
but
okay.
I think that he's not going to tell anybody, because if he does,
Gotcha.
we'll see.
Plus, 1,000 gold's a lot of gold.
Also, he knows that we're super powerful anyways, due to the fact of his wife literally just went missing, vanished, gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he
Okay.
would assume that it's reasonable. They might have people on the inside.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, basically, meet us to the east of the most eastern salt flat at sunrise in 4 days' time. Don't bring any guards. We'll know. We have men on
You
the
may
inside.
bring your own personal. You may bring 2 of your personal guards who you trust.
Bring the ransom in capital letters, I say to Sale.
Tell him 200,000 copper. He really would miss his wife.
Right,
I laugh.
yeah.
All right.
And
You write
we'll
the
sign it
ransom
with a
letter.
kiss.
And how do you prove that you have the wife? Do you leave
The
something?
signet
Her signet ring.
You leave one of her rings in there. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. And how
How
do
do
you
we
know where
get
to
it to him?
deliver this?
Yeah. Is Waterford still in that other what's his name? The dwarf.
Lord
You might
Wilmington.
not get his other
Wilmington.
bar, but even if you walk around the noble district, you should be able to tell like which noble house is which.
Mhm.
I would assume that the signet is pretty prevalent. So I'll say, Captain, walk around the noble district. You'll be able to find it easily and just leave it at the fence. They'll see it. They're gonna be looking out for this.
Yeah, all right. I'll go. I think my disguise is the best, so I'll go take a look. Archie's done. Sale's done an image of what it looks like.
I'll give you a wink and I'll be like, I'll keep him in line, Captain.
Wait, is there an image of what it looks like? Where is this?
I didn't get all the words because it was hard to keep track, but I tried to like.
You know, he writes slow. He's not just learned.
Wait, where is it though?
It's in
It's in the Discord.
at 200,000 copper.
Nice. Okay. Great.
Okay, I take a look at the note. I fold it up and put it in a pocket, and fix my disguise and head out. To
We
the
include that
districts.
he can bring 2 of his bodyguards. He shouldn't tell people, and
No, because this is what's written down.
well, we need to write more then because we need to make it ironclad.
All right, I draw a little square on the corner and then write it in proper writing to finish off the note. You know.
Okay. Her signet ring is that of a whale, a humpback whale. And sure enough, looking around for a place, heading into the fancier, noble district of town, you can see a house with many lights on inside, 2 guards posted out front, looking super suspicious and alert. And then the house
Wait.
has like an archway over it that has like the iconography of a dolphin. So it's not quite the same whale, but like this does maybe look like a house that's just had the owner or the wife kidnapped from.
Captain,
House and-
before the
alert.
captain left, I would have offered him this advice. If you see a homeless person nearby, give it to them, give them up like a gold, and tell them just to deliver it to the house.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Do I see any homeless people nearby?
You can eventually come around and find a little a street orphan who is like, you know, just a regular little kid whose family's probably all dead and they've got nothing to go on and is normally sleeping in an alleyway, but they see someone like you walking around late at night and they walk up to you and hold their cap out with big sad eyes. We normally ignore this sort of stuff because it happens on like a daily basis in these towns.
Yeah.
But it's around.
Hey, kid. You want to earn some silver?
Yes, sir. Please,
All right.
sir.
I give him 2 silver coins and say, take this letter and post it in that house over there with the dolphins.
He enthusiastically bobs his head up and down, waits
Wait,
for
wait.
and
Wait 10 minutes.
then what?
All right. And then take the letter
right, right.
to the guys outside the house, yeah?
Okay. He
All right.
waits, you leave, and you
Yeah,
can assume
I
the
want to
letter's
watch him
been.
to make sure, because I watch him from an alleyway or something. I want to make sure he doesn't just steal a ring.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. The letter's folded. He doesn't look inside of it. He just clutches it in his hand and like stares up at the sky for a little while, and then after amount of time has passed, probably not 10 minutes. The kid's a little excitable.
Yeah.
He races over and hands the letter to the people at the door. They grab him roughly, shuffle him about, ask him questions. They like rough up the little orphan a little bit. They take his money.
What?
And then they
Oh, that's
kick him
fucked
out into the streets.
That is fucked up.
Can I watch this go down. I
Yeah.
wait for the kid.
Yeah,
to
you can
walk
see
past
him
my alleyway.
dejectedly walking in a different direction.
Psst,
Bring him
kid.
through.
Psst, kid.
He sees you and hurries over after making a block or so from the building.
Fucking gods. I reach into the pocket and give him 2 gold.
His eyes glitter as the gold falls into his hand.
Get something to eat.
Yes, sir. And he bolts, this time with the gold in his hands. Never
Yeah.
gonna make that mistake again, he says to himself.
All right, I head back to our tavern, realizing that we've not got a place to sleep.
Well, these tavern, you can find an inn in town that will accept
Okay.
late night visitors. And with our undercover rolls made and the consequences followed, you guys can keep a low profile in town for the next few days.
I'm getting my spells back.
Mm-hmm. You can get your spells back. The sheriff will patrol the town with some guards, and they will come by the inn that you're staying at and ask to speak to, you know, the people who are around, or, you know, who has shown up. The innkeeper will mention, you know, the population that's here, but you guys can keep a low enough profile with the dice rolls the sheriff has made that when they come to talk to you, it's sort of missed. You're either not there, or they chat with you and they don't get the impression that you're the rogues that they're looking for. This guy can't be a pirate. Look at him. He's, how could this person teleport a woman away? He's passed out on the counter, or on the sofa all day long. There's no way a real renegade could be like this. No, our foes are very powerful, intelligent, strong men. Maybe that guy over there with the big muscles could be them, but look at the rest of these layabouts. Definitely not qualified to be pirates. That sort of underestimating of their opponents.
Idiots.
And days later, we
get our rods.
Yeah.
You just pay for the rods and go?
No, absolutely
No, we were
not.
meant to do it at night.
Yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah.
And the rods are happening before the payment, before the ransom?
We're gonna heist this, and then we're walking straight to the Eastern Salt Flat.
And then we're meeting him in the sunrise at the Eastern Salt Flats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, one night, you head back to the foundry. Party together. All their spells ready.
Sure.
Yeah. Your spells ready, lads.
Yeah, I just redid mine.
Not that I imagine there should be much trouble.
Yeah, I'm taking 2 knocks, 1 rope trick, 4 magic missiles, and an enlarge. Also be taking no ship in a bottle and repel water.
Excellent.
Can I take the lightning bolt, actually?
Yeah, you can memorize lightning bolt.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cast repel water on John Winter's hat.
Oh, perfect. I'm not wearing the hat while we're in disguise, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know what,
in my
actually,
pack.
Well, no.
It's been a hot minute since we've had a break. Why don't we do a break here and come back on the other side? And we might run a little bit over on time, but I hope that's okay with everyone.
I'm okay doing it.
We will see you guys soon with a little bit more Tides of Death. Bye-bye.
All right.